Hey, how you doing there, our friends at Tech Tech Fans? Okay, um, let's talk about hybrid technology. Why should you get a hybrid or to stick with the gas? Because gas prices are pretty high, uh, really bad out there. Well, especially if you got an SUV, SUV, MUV, LUV. LUV is a large utility vehicle. That's what SUV stands for small utility vehicle. Okay. Um, I got some compacts that are really just basically hatchbacks. There's this new names they call them. Hey, let me log in here. Okay, we're logged in. Okay, so that's what I want to talk about today. Um, Hybrids, plug-in hybrid. I'm in the market of getting a vehicle. I just don't want no gas. No, I don't want no gas. What we got here? Okay. Let's tilt it a little bit here. I just been outside all day working outside, and I said to myself, "Gee, I'm using um, battery-powered lawnmower, um, battery-powered hedger. Hedge the branches and stuff like that. Pretty much everything's battery, no plug. So I want, to get. I had gasoline all my life, so I want to get out of that. Uh, Hybrid. The only problem is, as we know, you have a gas engine and you have the battery, like a double A battery. I know it's bigger than that. I'm kidding. Well, it's just a small battery pack, but they were basically around small vehicles. You know, yeah, they get that high mileage, but really, wasn't you really getting it that high mileage? And they came out with the plug-in hybrid, larger battery. Plug-in, that means you plug in, charge it that way, or you still can do regen. It uses the brakes, to regenerate, and they came up with that little idea. And that's pretty neat, isn't it? Yeah, to regenerate. They had it in the hybrid batteries too. You could regen, using your brakes to regen like that. Yeah, the benefits having the battery is so you would have a electric starter. You would have electric. You would need an alternator. You'd have electric motor. Right there, you get rid of that starter. It's expensive. Starters don't even last that long, so that's gone, and the alternator's gone. But so you're generating enough power to power that battery. That battery in return can give you some mileage, not that much miles, So that's the trade-off with that. Then the plug-in hybrid is supposed to give you a bit more, but it's not really that much more because you got to understand you got the gas tank. You got a small gas tank because you got the big battery. So, but you still have the big engine in there. Okay. Nissan has Power Cell. So the Power Cell, they don't sell in the United States. They were supposed to sell it in 2026, but I don't see it. So the engine would regenerate your battery, and you would run off electric. That's how they do it. But you still have to put gas in the gas engine. Okay, but you would supposed to get better, but I don't know why that technology is not here. I think Honda has something similar in their hybrid vehicles like that, where it recharges and like that. But um, it's expensive. The plug-in hybrid is more expensive because you got the gas engine, you got that big battery, and and the whole system. The range is smaller, and you have to charge it up again. Some of them 38 miles. 38 miles, you can just go from here to the. It depends where you live. Say you live far from the town. You have to drive, and the town's it's 50 miles. That's not gonna help you. Then you have EV, all electric. I'm looking at the. I'm not plugging anybody. I'm looking at Chevy Bolt, the new one. I know it's tiny. I really don't need a large vehicle. I thought about it. I said to myself, I don't really need it. Yeah, and, you see my muscles. It's hot here. Holy cow! But anyway, like I said, I need a vehicle. I don't have a vehicle because my vehicle was totaled in July of 2025. Hit and run. You know, my case is taking a long time to get kind of finalized, and I realize how much it involves. So the vehicle is gone. Yeah, I had a vehicle a long time. I had my solar powered by the sun generator. I had my own little generator. Peaked up the horsepower. You know, but hey, you can't worry about it. So now you got Chevy has the 2027. I think it's an LT or an RS. RS is, I have about good range to spend. But the thing is, I don't want to spend a lot. My Honda Element, I don't cost me. What was it gonna be? Was it 25,000? But that was a 160, 2.4 liter front wheel drive. That was made like a tank. That saved my life. Yeah. But it took its life to save my life. It's gone now. And the whole front could have been worse. But hey, all those airbags went off. Once that happens, forget about it. Something like that might end up in India, and they'll try to refix it and make it like new, but it never would be the same, you know. But anyway, like I said, so Chevy Bolt, okay, 210 horsepower. That's much more horsepower than I had in my Honda Element. It was only 160 horsepower. Yeah, so but it's a smaller vehicle, um, smaller tires. Yeah. You got power windows, power brake. You got the next generation in tech. I don't know if Hyundai make it for them because they all have that little knob. It's on the arm where the wheel is. You got the little knob you turn. So it's power, plug. Could be something you have to do. But and yeah, so drive, neutral, all in that one little. Here's your steering wheel, and you got that, and that's what's there, and that's how you drive the vehicle. You still have your brake, and you have your gas. Well, it's not gas, electric. Um, that has regen in it too, so you can regenerate the battery. I don't know why they don't put solar. They can put solar cells in that sunroof. They can put it embedded in the glass and give it a little tint to it. Or if they don't want no tint to it, you can have that. There's no excuse. Why did they do that, GM? You're charging a lot. Those solar panels are dirt cheap now. You can get EF. It was EF, IF, something like that. The very thin panels. You can get that and put it embedded in that. And then you park your vehicle, and it gets, recharge the battery. I mean, it's gonna recharge it to 100%, but yeah. Then GM's using a new battery system where um, you can charge it in 20 minutes up to 100%. You don't have to charge it to 80% without hurting the battery. So it's the next generation of battery technology. I don't know. I just don't like the way their dashboard layout. They got the 11-inch screen. Then they got this uh, other screen in the middle, and that looks flat. I know you gotta say, gee, you care about all that? Well, yeah, you're gonna be in there all day, really driving. The range on that's almost 300. They can't get it to 296. Some people say you get more. If it's just one person driving, or what happens when you have four people in there? Four big guys. So can it get up to 300 miles or 200 miles? Is it more for the city, not for long distance? Because you got to charge that up all the time. Yeah, but yeah, so that's kind of dirt. It's not dirt cheap. It's small. It holds four people. I know they said they can put five people in the back, but that's not true. Really, the back seats are only made for four people. The fifth person would be cramped in there. Three people in the back, a small vehicle, you're gonna be cramped. So that's what I'm looking at. Yeah, that's what I'm looking at for that. I paused for a second. Um, well, the Nissan Leaf is another one, but there's some drawbacks with that. Chevy, let's type POT. Chevy Bolt POT 2027. There you go. Yeah. I'm not a big fan of Chevy, but There's not much to do it. I would like the Emlyn they can use. They might as well just use GM vehicle. Let's put GM, right? Mark of excellence. Then they could put Chevy. So it says GM and it says Chevy. And then Bolt. That's what they could have done. Get rid of the bolt, little bow in the front. It makes it look strange. But I mean, that's what they're doing. 262 out of it. 25 minutes to charge it up. If you're a Costco executive member, you can get some exclusive back. Oh, you get 1,250 back. I am a Costco executive. Yeah. I would get blue. I had black. I don't want black. White. I had white for a short period of time. I used to have silver. I don't want no silver. Blue looks all right. Yeah. They have red one with black wheels, gloss wheels. I'm just thinking about the gloss with all the acid and all the stuff they put on the streets. That gloss might tear up and start looking faded out. The other one is alloyed. They both have 17-inch wheels. They both have look like this. I guess it's a sunroof. Wow, shown with $27, 31,000 showed here. Build and price. Heated driver and front passenger seats. Heated. That's if you live in a cold climate. Ventilated driver front. Oh, you want it ventilated. That's good. You want to feel cool in your vehicle interior. So you got the wheel, you got digital readout there, You still have numbers and dials. It's just for four people to fit. If you fit comfortable in it, make sure if you're gonna buy something like this, you gotta fit comfortable in it. Oh, this is 360. It's not 360. Yeah, I guess I went cheap with that. Leather seats. No sense dealing with that cloth. Well, that's what I'm looking at. Oh, you pay cash? Yeah. It's pretty pricey. I have a limit to what I want to spend. I'm not going to spend a lot. If I get it, you'll know. Well, it's a tech channel, so wouldn't tech be all about? It could be cars too. Yeah, technology. What's terrifying about owning an EV or hybrid? So again, hybrid, smaller battery, saves on the gas because you use the battery. Sometimes you can use hybrid and electric, so you get the electric motor and the gas motor, and you can longer range. Those are designed for the city, so the city mileage would be higher than the highway mile. Okay. Same thing goes for the electric vehicle too. Because you do more city stop and go. If you live in a city, if you don't, you live in the suburbs, you live in a county, you live in, and maybe you don't live in a city, so you'll save more gasoline. But if you have to bumper to bumper, stop and go, stop and go, stop and go, it'll regen and charge up. But like I said, it should have some kind of solar, and it could have an extra battery pack in case of an emergency, because you can whip out that battery and charge up the vehicle and get home safe. But yeah. They got 360 camera, so you can see it above, on the side, and you can record it too, and like that. Which is oh, 3 years mobile service. Wow, $599. That used to have been free, I think. I know. It's something to think about. I haven't decided yet. I would like to get either a Honda or a Toyota. I'm not gonna. I was looking at the Hyundai, but a lot of problems with those engines, and I don't know. Hey, Hyundai makes a good, nice body. The body of the vehicle and the dash is futuristic. I'm worried about what's underneath that hood. What about the wheels? I'm worried about the transmission. I'm worried about all that stuff. You know, yeah. Nissan would be a second choice. Even though Mitsubishi is making plug-in hybrids and all that stuff. Um, but you got China, but China has a problem with the frame and get rust. I saw that on YouTube. There, people in Australia that have Chinese vehicles rusting. Ooh, and I know a lot of Chinese products that I review, a lot of them do rust or have something going on. So China, you need to pay more attention to the rust and things like that. You know, it should be coated. My element was coated. You know, um, they coat it up like up north because it's protected for rust and stuff like that. So don't undercoat it. It's black, lasts a long time. You don't have to worry about rust. I weary to drive a vehicle off without any undercoating. I know they I don't even know if these vehicles come with coating. I don't know. I have to go check it out. Now, before we go to such a place like that, or call up a dealership, or go to a dealership, I can go to a dealership right now, stay in the car, get on the phone. Hey, can I talk to your internet sales? And she said, sure, manager. I said, oh. And he comes in. He says, can I help you? Yeah, I'm interested in getting a vehicle. And he'll say, when can you come? I'm here already. I'm right in the parking lot. You have to call and talk. Do not walk in that door that they got. They'll think you're a chump, and they'll take advantage of you. That's the whole thing, and you get suckered into things. When you come as an internet service buyer, you're treated different with respect, yeah, because you know what you want and you know what you want to spend. Sometimes you can knock off 3,000 off that price or 4,000. It depends. I don't know what the markup is or the manufacturer's such as a retail price. You know, because that price ticket that you see there, you don't have to pay that. But things are a little different now. So, but that's what I would do. I would negotiate. If not, I'll think about something else. I'm not gonna sit there and spend a whole day haggling. Well, anyway, like I said, uh, hmm? Could have been a knock at the door. Let's see. Okay, cool. You should see how I have this thing. I built this myself here. Um, I'm using this now. This is perfect for computers. This is pretty cool. Let me see if I can get this to work. I'm not going to stand up, but it can go really high, and you should be able to sell the computer. Oh, oh wow, it crashed. Let me bring it back down. Did you see that? Let's bring it up here. That's about here. Okay, cool. So it went up. Yeah, it's gas. It's a gas thing. Oh wow, it knocked off the power cord here. Let me get this. This is cool. If you see what I have, well, you saw a little bit because it did go go up. Yeah. So I built this myself. Same thing you have in the hospital. Whoop. Gotta bring it back down. Okay, cool. Yeah. It's hydraulic. So the computer's right here. And you got the keyboard. You got the keyboard. It's pretty cool. Oh shoot, that's what that's what that stuff was. Yeah. Well, I play a doctor in my Albert's Voice ASMR medical, right? Then we also have Master Barber Albert channel. It's all at the bottom, and do check them out. Okay, not just strictly tech. So we do tech. Tech is gonna cover everything in tech. Some people have their own auto. They have their car channel. I can't do all that, so I'll just do it. I'll just do it here. That's what I like that. I'm just stressed out. Now let me sit in the chair. I feel like I sunk a little bit there, but yeah, it's hot here. Hey, that's about it. So if you're making your choice, remember, if you're gonna buy anything today, don't walk into that dealership. Drive to the dealer, sit in your car, call up the operator, tell her you want to speak to the internet sales manager, okay, and talk to him and tell him, hey, you're interested in so and so, and you want to come in, and they treat you different. You're not gonna have to play around the haggling and all that nonsense, because they know you're ready to buy, and they know, ooh, and they know that you're willing to spend, but you're gonna get a good markup and save some money. Do it that way. Trust me, it works. Hey, take care, Dan. Okay. See you next time.